Hey everybody, it's your boy JJ Colome here, back with some more Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. This is actually going to be the first gameplay back on the live stream on Twitch, so hopefully this all goes well and there's no audio issues. But I think we'll be all fine this time. You may notice that I'm actually back here in the Union Room, which I actually have not been using. I wanted to try using it to trade with a friend of mine, but I can't actually do it until I get the first gym badge. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Here we have the squad as usual, with Maestro the Cricketune, Rosemary the Badoo, and Asura the Chimchar. The other three Pokemon I have in my party are not gonna be my team members. They're just here for general purposes. But let's continue on. So from where we left off, we were here in Oreburgh City, and with nothing else left to do, the only place to go is actually going to be down south here, into what could technically be the second or first dungeon in the game, depending on how much you've explored, Oreburgh Mine. There isn't actually much to do here. This is a rather small dungeon. However, there is actually some important things to do here for the time being. This is actually the first place you can actually find Onyx in the game. Although, to be honest, Onyx is not really a Pokemon I consider good. It's not bad, but I will not be using it for this playthrough, and it's not really a good attacker. I think it's on the same level as, if not worse than Cricketune here, and that's kind of saying something. Its evolution Steelix is a lot better, but we'll get into that when I actually encounter Steelix. This here is actually the second and larger room of Oreburgh Mine, and it's the only other one that's in the dungeon, so it's a pretty bad dungeon, but it is what it is. You can't expect much from a mine. It's yours, mine, and mine. As for other Pokemon here, there's Geodude, as you can see here, Zubat, and Onix, and that's pretty much it. Not really too much in terms of variety, but there's also a good place where you can get Geodude and Zubat if you wanted to do the little side quest for them earlier. And there are also trainers in here. These trainers should not really be too difficult. They're around the same levels as the other trainers, if not a little bit higher, and they all pretty much use either Geodude or Machop, so you shouldn't have much issues, especially if you chose Piplup. But I'll be honest, it's actually been a while since I've played this game. I haven't really touched it since the first stream of it, which went terribly because of the audio issues, but hopefully this one turns out better. Depending on how far I get today, I do plan on battling the gym leader, so there's no worries about that. And oh my gosh, I missed already. That's a good sign. But I do plan on battling the gym leader today, and if we have enough time to, maybe even some events further on in the game. I do also want to get some of the mystery gifts that are already released. However, I can't access those until after I get the first gym badge, and after a certain event that's shortly after that. Bidoof learns a move even though I'm not going to be using him, so fun. Now, if we don't miss, we can actually see how Fury Cutter actually grows in power whenever it's used. Onix has good defense, and it still does this much. So yeah, that's how strong Kricketune can be. If it had a better ability and a correct item, you could probably KO this thing in one hit. So yeah, do not mess with a properly trained Kricketune. It's still not good, but it's better than you might expect. He cries mercy, but he will not get any. You look important. The hidden move Rock Smash. It feels kind of awkward seeing Rock Smash being used in the field again after so long, because the last time it was used was in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, which is Gen 6, and here we are all the way in Gen 8. But because that character was important, and as you can tell, the gym leader, we can now challenge the gym itself, which Barry was blocking earlier. I honestly think I'm strong enough to beat the gym leader already, but I will get some more experience because it's always good to have more experience. It does make the game a little bit easier at some points, but it's never a bad thing, especially with how the later game is. Now, when it comes to this matchup here of Machop versus Kricketune, as you can see, Low Kick is not very effective, and I don't think Karate Chop is in this game anymore, so there's not really anything this Machop can do to hurt us. It still does good damage though, so be wary of what moves Machop uses. Because Revenge is actually can be dangerous at this point of the game. Playing this though, when comparing it to the original, I'd say for now at least, because I haven't actually finished this game yet, it seems to match up pretty well. The only differences are some of the moves that the Pokemon get and some of the actual move sets, because Chimchar does not get Power Punch, and that's a move that comes in Gen 6 as well. And having it at this point of the game against a Rock-type gym leader, it kind of makes the game really easy. And I think he's the last trainer in this dungeon? We'll see in a second. I think we have at least one Repel, and honestly, I'm not going to bother using it. Tony, hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm finally streaming again. Yeah, I'm streaming this live too, so for those watching on YouTube, it's going to be a little bit awkward because I'm speaking live to a stream chat here, but hopefully it turns out well. Also, Tony, can you hear me properly? Because I don't want to have another audio issue. I tested this with Sean earlier and he said it was okay, but I want to be sure. Just type 1 in the chat or something if you can hear me. No worries. Oh, thank goodness. If we had another audio issue, I would have freaking closed everything and thrown my computer at a wall. And I'm finally streaming again as well because I'm done with classes for this semester. And as much as work makes me want to tear my hair out, I'm here. Have no fear, I am here. Now, the first gym. Let's do this. Looks so much better than the original. The originals brought 3D into the Pokemon series for the first time, and seeing it in like full HD now is an experience. And I'll always have your type advantages up first because, obviously, my commentary is going to be trash, but it is what it is. Don't know how you pass with taxation, but not going to question it. That's me with some of my classes, man. The fact that we're on winter break now, we can officially turn our brains off. My commentary right now is me having my brain turned off. Hopefully, I'll turn it back on for the rest of the series, but for now, please just let me be dumb in peace. We're gonna have the baby come out first, because, like I said, type advantages, and nice present once you start trading. Listen, man, once I finish this first gym, and after the this game is 10 years old, right? The first Team Galactic encounter, that's when I can unlock Mystery Gift, so that's when we can trade. But yeah, with that battle, you can see how easy this gym is when you have a type advantage. If you don't have a Grass or Water type in Piplup or Psyduck, you can use Machop right in the routes above, and I think to the south as well. I think Machop is only in the route north. But yeah, you have a lot of options at this point in the game. So this first gym should not be any problem. And I know I don't really need to go back to the Pokemon Center, but you really never know what's going to happen. You can never expect a critical hit, a bad matchup, so it's always good to be prepared. And again, as I said earlier, it's always good to have good experience before the gym battle. Yeah, having Piplup or Turtwig at this point in the game makes Roark easier than he actually was in the original game. There's only one major threat in his team, and it's not his Geodude or Onix. And although I can't do this for the live stream now, I'm going to see if I can edit some of this for when I upload it to YouTube. And there's one joke I want to include. It's going to be a bad joke, but it's going to be... I hope it works. So I'm excited for it. But I'll save that for when it comes. The baby versus a rock snake, and it kills it in one hit. Because this baby knows no mercy. How do you already have a print club by the time you get to Roark? Are you okay? I mean, I know the experience share in this game is cracked, but goddamn. I'm gonna heal one more time before I get to this gym battle here. So Tony, you said you beat Rourke fairly easily when you battled him. With a print club, I might add. Fighting everybody, yeah. Even then, I fought everybody to this point so far. I didn't use just my starter, because everybody here is level 12. But did you just grind in the wild until you got to 16 before battling the gym? Because if you did, I believe it. And just as before, we're gonna have Baby come out first for this gym battle because ready, Rosemary? Kick the baby. All I use is Primflap, Starly, and Shinx. Nope. Uh, how? How do you get to this point with a Primflap already at level 16? Okay. Gym leader time. Ready, Badoo? Kick the baby.
Ready, Ike? Kick the baby.
Don't kick the baby.
Kick the baby.
Don't kick the baby. Kick the baby. It's a bad joke, but hopefully it works with the edits. Because look at this. Oh. I thought it was in a one hit, but didn't one hit. Stealth Rocks. That's the TM he gives you, and it is one of the biggest threats in competitive battling ever since the original Diamond and Pearl came out. In single player, it's alright at best, but in multiplayer, it is dangerous. Everybody getting experience here. It honestly feels weird going into this gym battle with a Chimchar, not a Monferno. He outspeeded and he missed. Ah, sucks to suck. A potion will not save you from the baby. Die. Why won't you die? Yeah, look at that. Even against the baby, he does no damage. Onyx himself is more for defense and speed than anything. You would expect him to be a good attacker, but no. His highest stat is defense and speed. When he evolves into Steelix, he gets more speed and loses some of that. He gets more defense and loses some of that speed. And he has better attack, but defense is still his strongest point. And now he's going to go out to his only real threat, which is Cranidos here. Cranidos has really good attack power, but it's really frail. It's a glass cannon, and for some reason, even though he has really good attack, his speed is actually pretty mediocre. That's a Stealth Rocks going into effects there. For a fire type like Chimchar, it does a quarter of his health. If he were evolved, it would only do 1/8 because he gains a fighting subtype. But here, it's super effective. And just like Power Up Punch here. I used Chimchar here. I'm using Chimchar here right now. Oh god. Oh. I did not know he had Bulldoze. Also, yeah, like Tony in the chat says, Onyx's current moveset in this battle does not really help him with him being a tank. But at this point in the game, it doesn't really affect him much because this is the first gym leader meant to be kind of like a tutorial. And I flinch. Am I struggling against the first gym leader? Am I going to be saved by the Quick Claw? Oh god. This is happening. I was not expecting Cranidos to know Bulldoze of all moves. Why? Bulldoze is a ground type move that even if Chimchar did live, it would lower his speed, and it would probably get KO'd in the next turn anyway. But I was not expecting Bulldoze. Christ. At least we managed to win. This is why I kind of kept this full party here just for some backup, just in case. And I did not want Badu to go down, because if Badu faints, that her friendship goes down, her happiness goes down. And the longer that's low, the lower she has a chance to evolve. And I'd like her to evolve as soon as I can. But okay, we won, that's fine. But goddamn, I'm still shocked about Bulldoze. The rematch is not fun the first time. Yeah, I'm expecting it to be a lot tougher. Bulldoze is also not in the original game as well. That was a move that was brought into Black and White, which is Generation 5, the game series after this one. And it's also a good move, not seen commonly in competitive anymore, but it's tough. And after getting the gym badge, we also get a set of TMs as well for Stealth Rocks. Just like the other TMs, they're not infinite, but we can get more. And, as a new thing in this game, you get stickers for beating Roark. These stickers, I believe, are for ball capsules, which we do not get access to until a little bit later in the game. But I'll cover those when we actually get a chance to. And I'll cover those when you would originally get them in Diamond and Pearl. But, my word. I hope that shows you the power of Cranidos. What I was actually going to say when I was talking about him is that Cranidos is a glass cannon, but for some reason he's actually a lot slower than will be necessary. Its evolution Rampardos has an attack stat pretty much around or equal to that of attack stat Deoxys. So yeah, he's a brutal attacker, but he's so frail and he's so slow that he's not really that good. And here we have our rival running into us again. Okay, Tony, I don't think you were around when I said this, but the first stream I was doing of this game, I mentioned how I mentioned to Diego that Barry, ever since I watched Black Clover, Barry or whatever you named him reminds me of Asta, and now I cannot unsee it. Barry is so easy. Yeah, he's not really a tough. He's a fun rival. He's fun, but I wouldn't really call him the most difficult out of every rival in this series. I think in terms of difficulty, he's up there for sure. But I would say probably Blue or Gary is a lot tougher than him, and Silver as well. But since we can't go north, we'll head back to Jubilife City and go north from there. And what do we have here? What is you wearing? Also, another chance to show off what a goddamn Chad Professor Rowan is. We got these two members of Team Galactic here trying to mug him, and he just brushes them off. He just said, "I don't care who you are, I'm talking to my assistants here." Getting into Team Galactic though, the main bad guys of this game, can we talk about this background? Because this is so dope to me. I'll get into that character, Tony, when we get introduced to them. And you're not wrong, but I would say the one we meet, the Team Galactic admin we meet first is better. That's just me. And as with Pokemon they're using here, Wurmple and... Me look this early? Okay. Wurmple and Zubat here. It might just be me playing Platinum for so long, but I was expecting them to use a Stunky and a Galamia like they did in Platinum. But hey, these are a lot easier. Why am I using Scratch? Both in-game and from box. Yeah. Team Galactic as a whole, was probably one of my favorite villains in this whole game, in this whole series. Because if you think about it, they're one of the few villains to actually win when you battle them, or they were winning when you're facing them. I won't go into how, but if you think about it, they were pretty much on the path of winning. They were super close. He needs to see a therapist too. It's actually a really sad story of why he's so messed up like that. I won't go into details about the team leader and their backstory until we meet them in the game, until we actually start battling them. But it's actually really depressing. And I just noticed that my stream is not in performance mode, so I apologize if the quality was poor before then. But, oh wait, this might be it right here. We meet her now? Okay, Bebe was a very minor character in the original Diamond Pearl Platinum, who you meet in a later city, and she runs the. We get ball capsules too. Oh, okay, so they changed a lot. Well, not a lot, but they changed this part here. In the original games, instead of Bebe here, you just you talk to a random guy from Jubilife TV. Bebe runs the PC system in Sinnoh, and you don't meet her until around a third of the way in the game. I did not expect to see her here, but now finally the clown's out of the way, so we can enter Jubilife TV. Tony to see it. Tony, let the man live. He's already messed up in the head. I forgot what floor it is, but there's a special thing in here. I think it's this one? Wow, okay. Okay, so this right here is for the mystery gift. There's two ways to unlock it in these two games, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. It's yeah, like Tony says in the chat here. You can either get it after beating the third gym badge, or by talking to this man and selecting the mystery gift. And like so, we have mystery gift here available. So for those watching on YouTube right now, this will be the end of the episode for now, and I'm going to be doing mystery gift for a bonus episode. So without further ado, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace.